Hey, it's Steve Barcelo doing a little video here. I apologize, I haven't gotten any productive videos out as far as investigations. I've been very busy running the museum pretty much by myself. We just had, it's Wednesday, so we just ended the Labor Day weekend. It was pretty good, but that's pretty much marks the end of the summer. So I'm not expecting a heck of a lot. We're going to be going down as far as visits and stuff. So now it's time for me to get caught up on doing investigations and traveling. We have a new addition to the museum. I have another rescue kitten in there. She's been with us. I just call her Kitty. I'll do some other videos posting her. But she's just a silly little thing. She was starving, pretty sickly, found over by Casimia's Pizzeria in Littleton. So we had to take her to the vet. It was another $275, antibiotics and stuff, but she's doing good, bouncing back and driving me nuts. She's into everything and pestering Christmas, the rescue dog. But they seem to get along, but the dog she's older and can't be bothered to have an annoying cat. But I got to find a home for her, so that's another thing I've got to get done next week or so. But I want to wait to make sure she's done with all her medication. So what else is going on? Well, we got, as you can see, it's overcast. We're getting some rain through, and that sometimes can help the museum a little bit as far as traffic. I've been working on another little display there, sort of a Mothman setup, and putting some stuff like that together. And I'm doing a couple of tie-ins with some businesses in town, which I'll post that once that's done. And then I've got someone else came to me, is interested in doing, I guess you'd call it a small documentary thing, just to tie in with us, but it's I'm going to wait till that's official before I talk much about that. Got a couple of podcasts coming up, so I'm going to be doing those. Once I have times and dates, I'll let people know when those are coming up. So it's a good time now when it's slow. I can get all these other things going as far as just filming, talking to other people. I'll try to get on the road too, for obviously investigations, but for some of the other conventions, get out there. Probably grab some spots to promote the museum. Otherwise, it's just been a crazy year. Just trying to keep things afloat, trying to keep everything moving forward. Towards the end of the season, it got a little bit better. We were still pretty spotty in the beginning, but everybody in town's having that same issue, and we're all having problems getting help. And I still go over and help other places, like I'll get stuck tending bar over at the Mexican restaurant, Cancun City, when they're shorthanded, which is pretty consistent too. But not for pay, I just do it as a favor, help out. But I'm trying to think what else I've got to bring you up to speed on. There's a ton of stuff, but I'm just leaving now. I'm heading back to the museum to open it up. I had to run over to Roanoke Rapids, picked up some of the important stuff, which is a little bit cheaper than Littleton. 50-pound bag of dog food too. Still got tons of rescues outside. Still tons of dogs and stuff around. But so like I said, I'm going to do another video. Something else is coming in today. Should be in today. Is I have 100 shirts, sort of like the one I'm wearing, with the logo in the front, up on the chest, small, large logo on the back. And I'm going to do a separate video on that because I'm going to warn people about a company I went through and just they're not very good. And I want to see what the quality of the shirts are too. But basically, it was just strange. I mean, I ordered the shirts, I kind of checked on the company, and the reviews looked okay. Then you really read into the reviews, you see like they're self-reviewing themselves. It's the same people over and over again. And I looked them up, they're in Alabama. And they took the money instantly. I mean, within less than 24 hours, boom, they hit my account and stuff. And now I'm going on week 6, waiting for the shirts. Now, slow is one thing. This is ridiculously slow. And I really needed them for last weekend, the big weekend at the end. And of course now I'm hoping they show today. And here's Wednesday. And it looks like rain, so I want to make sure I grab them and they'll sit out in the rain. But when I reached out to them multiple times to say, like, what is going on? I don't see any activity. I don't see you posting anything here. You go on their site to see what your production is. It's just frozen. And even now, they're supposed to be out for delivery. Their production is still in the same spot, it doesn't say. But I reached out, and I get this woman, I'm not blaming her. I'm sure she's just stuck in the front desk there answering phones. And she basically, I said, can you expedite these things? Well, for another $200, well, actually, I should be accurate, $199, we can expedite them, and maybe we can get them here. In the meantime, I'll do a whole video. It's just aggravating. I'm so tired of dealing with people and companies that just out to grab the money and give you the worst service in the world. So, but anyway, I just want to make sure other companies out there and other museums beware. And if you can wait 6 weeks for an order of shirts, God bless you. That means you're well stocked. I mean, and I would have normally by now been ordering another 100 shirts in. So now I've been going through other places. And the average turnaround time is usually about 2 weeks. That's about normal. So when you get into the 6-week turnaround, that's pretty sad, especially when it's the end of the season. Anyway, I'm hoping they come in. Actually, as I drive by, I'm going to go by, see if they're in there, and then I can check them out. It's the same old, just trying to keep things afloat. I've gotten a bunch of people who've reached out to me and have their stories to tell. A couple I'm going to see if I can do an interview. There was a hawk on the wire there. I was just checking it. But I need to get on the road. Right now, having a kitten, of course, is going to make it a little more difficult. I mean, it's rough enough traveling with a big dog and staying at dog-friendly hotels and trying to get that done. But now we're having a dog and a kitten, especially in this vehicle, in the Durango. I got to find a home for the kitten. So, brake check. I've been doing a lot of looking online as far as real estate, possible place to move, things of that sort. Just kind of like keeping all the options open. That's one of the reasons I want to get on the road. Things I probably told you guys in the past. I've never been any farther west than Houston, Texas, and I would love, now that I'm getting to the slower period, if I can get someone to kind of like watch the museum on just the weekends, and if I just do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, and I'd like to get on the road for like at least a week, possibly 2, take the dog with me, and I'd like to head like, if I can make it as far as New Mexico or wherever, just, get out there and see some of the sights, and if I can set up an interview or 2 along the way, and then just kind of freelance and see what I pick up. Go to some locations and do some investigations. I'm really overdue for that. But like I said, this has been a crazy year. Don't mind. I'm watching the traffic. A lot of people tagging their brakes as cars pull over to go to the Dollar General and stuff here. But I apologize, I haven't gotten videos out. Another thing I've got now, I'm in the museum, which you're going to see some videos on that, but I'm going to do a separate podcast. It's about the serial killing story I worked with when I was at Journalist Daily News. And I put up a wall in the museum. That's going to be a separate one too. But I'm going to be working with another journalist out of New York, doing some podcasts. Like I said, on YouTube, you can't even say, I don't know if I can even say serial killing story, but you can't talk about half the things that are going on there. They would be knocked down, so this definitely wouldn't be in the title. I'm going to do a bunch of interviews with some of the people I worked with, Johnny Ray the lawyer, reach out some family members, and kind of do a multi-series thing. And then at that point, we're going to see what else we can do. I mean, ever since they've arrested Rex Harriman, it's been like a can of worms. Some of the stuff that's out there, which I can't talk about on YouTube. The document they found on his computer, and they found over 350 electronic devices at his home and office and stuff. It's a crazy story. Like I said, if I start going into it, it's going to be a half hour, just kind of like, it'd be 10-15 minutes building up the basis of the story, how it started, and then to get into it. And then about a year ago, they arrested this guy who wasn't even on the radar as far as we knew years back, although he was kind of in plain sight. It's a crazy story. But so that too, that's another thing I've been working on and doing a lot more investigating at. Even yesterday, I was going through court papers and printing those out. So to make sure we stay pretty much within the facts there. I don't mind if people speculate, but as long as we make it clear that it's speculation, just stick with that stuff. So that's kind of it. I mounted my laptop desk back into the vehicle, which I haven't had in ages. It's still a little wobbly. I got to support it a little better. I wasn't able to use the original bracket, but it will work as far as being able to send from here, work on videos, or even when I do this weather storm chasing, I can have the radar up and things of that sort. looking for another vehicle down the road too, something a little larger, especially something going to be traveling with a dog, possibly a large van, or maybe a small camper, like an RV though, something that drives itself. And but those are things that are down the road. I'm not in a rush for any of that right now. So start off small, just get back up out on the road. Medoc Mountain State Park, the campsites are closed and will be for a while. They're renovating those and putting cabins and stuff in. So that affects, even though the weather's finally gotten cooler, thank God, it's been miserable. Hot, buggy. We can still do hikes there, but we just can't be out there at night. So we'll see what we can work out on that. I'll definitely try to get out there and do a little something. But that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Just kind of bringing you up to speed, and I literally just I said I got to shoot a video. I was up at Home Depot yesterday picking up stuff I needed for the museum. It's always running errands, trying to keep things afloat. And I was going to shoot a video on the way back, and I got sidetracked with phone calls and messages. So I've been lucky no one's called me and knocked me off here. But so I just wanted to get something up. I'll be talking to you guys soon. I appreciate your support. I've been getting messages from people. We love your videos. You haven't put anything up, and that kind of is my way of explaining why. And I promise I'll be getting back up to it now. Now that the museum will be a little slower, I should be in a good position to be more productive on just getting stuff done and caught up on some of the projects in the museum I need to do, like these new displays I'm putting in. That being said, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all soon. Everyone be good to each other. Like I said, it's been a crazy world out there. Try to support each other. I mean, you never know what someone's going through. It's just been one of those years. But appreciate you watching. Everyone have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.